Hi everybody, welcome back. So I was thinking today, what did we do before we had our cell phones? I mean, I look back to my childhood and I think to myself, there were so many things that we did as kids. Being a Gen Xer, we were just pretty much thrown outside to play all day and come home when it gets dark, be home by dinner at least. And you got to go to your friend's house and families just kind of watched everybody else's kids pretty much in the neighborhood that I grew up in. It's not really like that anymore. And, kids nowadays, I'm not sure if they're missing out on something because they're so attached to devices. I'm not really sure what the age is, the average age that kids nowadays have a device. I know my kids were 13 before I got them a cell phone, but that was back in the mid 2000s. So I don't know. I just feel that when my kids were little, I tried to, well, they actually did get to play outside. I'm a Gen Xer, but my kids are in their late 20s and early 30s. So I kind of had my kids early. So they were kind of a little bit old school with how we played with them and how they played with friends and what they did play with since they got their phones when they were teenagers. But I just think to myself, what did I used to do? I'm trying to remember, like my 20s. I got my first cell phone when I was 27. I remember that. It was one of those ISIS phones. I don't know if you remember. They're kind of prepaid. You prepaid the minutes on them. So I only got that because I started traveling for work and I needed to have a phone in case my car broke down. That's basically all it was for. And nowadays, I just feel like this phone that we all have, or all these devices, they take up so much of your day. You could just be looking on social media, reading a few things, clicking on things, and I feel like 2 hours has gone by. And, 2 hours of your day has just disappeared. And our kids, pretty much the teenagers up into the 20s and early 30s now. I don't know. I just feel like they kind of missed out a little bit because there's something to say about when we had to use a payphone to call a boy, or, we had our own landline in our bedroom. I remember I got that for one of my birthdays. I think my 16th birthday, I got a landline for my bedroom. That was so exciting. And I don't know. I'm curious as to what your thoughts are. Do you think that we all just get wrapped up in our technology nowadays? Are we missing out, or are we exposed to more, and that's even better? Just a thought I had today. Thought I'd share it and get your opinions. So please let me know what you think. I'm very curious to know. And also, too, please like and subscribe so we can keep having these wonderful chats with each other. Have a good night. Bye.